There's been a lot of days where I've gotten very frustrated and I'm like, I don't know, is writing really what I want to do? Days like today are like when I'm reminded like 100% I want to keep writing. I want to create stories. I want to write books. Hi friends! I have been procrastinating in writing. We're starting to design my cover with the cover artist I chose this week. So this project needs to be done. It's like the next week I want to finish this whole draft pretty much so that it can be sent off to get reviewed. I'm gonna get like a manuscript review done, kind of like some developmental stuff just to make sure it makes as much sense as I think it does. And then I'm gonna do edits and then I want to send it to beta readers. So I really struggled with this book because I asked a bunch of you from here and from TikTok if they wanted to beta read, and I got quite a few people who did, and I asked some like preliminary questions and pretty much everybody wanted enemies to lovers. And I don't even know what this book was before. It wasn't enemies to lovers, but it is now. So to all the people who replied to my beta reading, it's coming soon and I'm going to email you. But it is now a true enemies to lovers and I love it, which is great. Everybody seemed to want enemies to lovers. Every time I brought this book up, I feel like people mentioned like, ooh, that should be an enemies to lovers story. And it just wasn't, and now it is. And I'm much happier with it, but there were a lot of like plot points that I just really had to fix. So let's get back to writing. I've been reworking my chapter 1, it's almost done. And then I'm gonna move on to chapter 2, which is also almost done. They're all pretty much almost done. Let's get to writing. Let's get back to it and I'll keep you guys updated. A happy update, it is 6:01 and my total now is 21,667 words. That was kind of it on pulling from other drafts, I think, for now. So that's kind of it for like these big number jumps, I feel like. Now I'm gonna have to go through what I have and like fill in what's missing, and then I'm gonna have to do painstakingly read through everything and make changes. There's just a lot more. Making it like a full enemies to lovers like situation. I had a lot of like really fun banter in my original version and like flirtiness all the way through, kind of. It was like a slow burn, but they definitely got along for the majority of the book. Now that's not the case, so a lot of those scenes where I wrote all this really fun banter and stuff, it's like I have to figure out how to repurpose that. And my main male character is like a lot moodier. I originally wrote him as like a cinnamon roll kind of character, and he's not anymore. He's like dark and broody and quiet and stuff, so I need to flip the script on a lot of the chapters and shift his personality. So got a lot of work cut out, but it's 6:05 now after I've recorded these little updates. So got quite a bit more time. Hopefully I can go to bed by like midnight. That'd be awesome. Get a lot more work done in the next 6 hours. So I'll check in later. March 9th, March 8th, I'm not sure, whatever Friday it is. Here's my little update. I think the last time I filmed was Tuesday. I thought I was having a normal day Tuesday and was just gonna keep powering through and writing, you know, like another 1,500 words on Tuesday. And then I suddenly was horribly sick with a stomach flu. And today, Friday, is the first day that I am like slightly feeling like a human and I'm back writing. So I've done a little bit of work today. I mostly just like edited my YouTube video that went live today, all about like Monday's writing and how well that went. That was great. It was almost 16,000 words in one day, which was excellent. So some of those were new, fresh words that were written, and some of them were words from previous drafts, and then I just put them into the new draft and like edited them to fit what I was writing. Now I'm at a little over 22,000 words total in my manuscript, and yeah, I've only done about 200 words. I've been going through and making some edits, and I just made a whole list going chapter by chapter. I've done the first 4 chapters in my female main character's POV. I have written like half of her chapters, and there's like 2 that need to be written. Whereas with my male main character, I don't even know how many I already have done. I got really into him. I have literally, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh no, 5, 6. I have way too many chapters for him that I have to like go through, but they're written, so it's completely different. Plan is to go through and do these edits and not do anything else on that chapter, and then that chapter is done for this like round. And then if I decide I want something else while I'm in that chapter, I have to like make a new list and write. That's what I'll do for the next round, if that makes sense. But I found more stuff that can go from my old drafts, so that'll help. Also, just a little update. I talked to my cover artist, and she reached out to me on Wednesday and was just like, do you want to push it back? Because I was so ill, I like could not even like reach out to her. So we pushed it back, I think for 2 weeks is what it is. So I have more time. So I put it in my little tracker there, the pacemaker planner, and I literally only have to write like a little over 2,000 words a day to finish in that time frame, which is very exciting. But it's like just 2,000 words a day, which is not that hard to get or to do in bigger chunks, I guess. This is gonna be good. So my plan is that I'll have like the story done, the draft fully done before the end of the 2 weeks is up, and then I will have already sent it off for other people to review and critique and things like that. And then if there's any changes I want to make, then I can add that. This isn't the final copy, but this is the final draft of like me writing it by myself. It'll be the full story. You can just sit down and read it. It may not be good, but it'll be the full story. Other people will have to tell me what they think. So that's where we're gonna be. This last week was supposed to be like so productive and wonderful, and I was supposed to be finishing my 5th draft so that my cover artist and I can work on it together and we can get the whole ball rolling for my fantasy romance book. And that did not happen because last week I had a horrible stomach flu. So we're going to do a little reset with me day, and it's going to be all writer focused. My first update of the day. Today's goal is to hit 30 to almost 3,300 words, and I broke it down into sections of 800. So 4 sections of 800 will get me to 3,200, which is basically hitting the goal. So I just finished my first section and I'm a little bit over actually. I'm at 822 for the day. I'm working on my chapter 1. I am so happy with it. I made some changes to what I was gonna do and now it's a lot more action oriented. I'm loving it. It's like definitely the vibe of the story and I feel like it's interesting, a little mysterious, because that is basically what it is. It's almost like a mystery, this story. So I've been working on it for a while. It took me a minute to get into this, but now it's like so obvious where it's going, and a lot of other portions of another version of this chapter are going into this. Probably the next section I'll be adding a lot of words and then I suddenly won't be because I'm rewriting the same chapter. So I kept the old chapter in as like words, but I'm currently at 23,177 words, so a little over 23,000. So by the end of the day we're gonna get closer to 26, 27, around there. That's the plan. This has been a really good day. It's like one of those mornings where I'm like, I am so happy, so excited. I'm loving working on this. This is why I love writing, and there's been a lot of days where I've gotten very frustrated and I'm like, I don't know, is writing really what I want to do? Days like today are like when I'm reminded like 100% I want to keep writing. I want to create stories. I want to write books. It's just like filling me with such joy and like excitement, which is really exciting because finishing this first book has been one of the hardest things I've done. I feel like it's just such a like mental battle. Yesterday I did like a whole reset day and I have a whole video on it. I'm really banking on that's why today is so great, because I just really refreshed like every area of my life so that I could start writing. The office was set up perfectly. I had a whole plan for exactly what I was going to do today for writing and broke it down into these like manageable like bite-sized pieces, you know, so I can get the whole thing done. And I just feel so good. I did so much spa stuff yesterday. My house is super clean. Now the only thing is I haven't had breakfast yet this morning and I'm absolutely starving, so I'm gonna take a break and go do that. This is so fun today. I'm also like, I feel like a little like emotional and creative today, and that's really helping. The song that I'm listening to on repeat right now, just in case you're wondering, that's helping me write The View Between Villages by Noah Kahan. I love this song. It's like so short and like a lot of it's instrumental, but the like emotion he puts in this song is exactly how my character feels in this first chapter, and I love it. And the other one is My Tears Ricochet by Taylor Swift. That one has also been on repeat this morning while I like get in the zone with exactly how she's feeling and what's going on. It's been fun. I'm excited. So I want to keep working, but I think I'm gonna go get a snack. I've been waiting until I finish this first like chunk to go do that. So now we've done it. We're at 8:22. I'm excited. All right, I'll check back in with you when I'm on my next little block. Hi friends, it's Friday. I'm at my desk writing again. I didn't write yesterday. I had to edit my YouTube video that's going live today about like a writing reset day, which is what I did on Tuesday, I think. And that took up all of my free time that I had yesterday, so writing didn't happen. So I just have reread through the chapter that I was working on, chapter 1, because the last day that I wrote, Wednesday, I got about 1,400 words done, so really only half of what I needed, I think, which stinks to like meet that goal count. But I ended up having to go do some stuff in the afternoon, and by the time I got back, I was so tired. So it just didn't happen to write more. But today I'm going to write for a bit, get in at least the like first 200 words, and like really I'd like to finish this chapter, but then I have to do like some final stuff to post the YouTube video, like upload it and different things. So we've got time. I did do a little bit of planning just now to just kind of see like where I'm at for next week with having this all done. I think I'm going to have to buckle down and this weekend like spend large chunks of time writing. So I'll take you along. We're gonna have to do some challenges. Okay, we're gonna be positive. I feel like I just kind of panicked a little bit. We're gonna give ourselves a pep talk. I'm gonna give you a pep talk. We're gonna pep talk together. We've got this. You just have to keep going slow and steady. We're not going to change anything. We're just going to finish. That was the last time I'm allowed to reread chapter 1, which is what I just did. So I just added like 35 words to the chapter by rereading it, adding in just like a smidge of stuff from what I wrote yesterday. But I still need to put in a lot. And the really sad part now that I like look at it is I already wrote a new chapter for this last week when I did the 15,000 day, and that chapter is not the first chapter anymore. So those words don't count anymore unless I can find a way to use some of it throughout the book, maybe, because it was like relevant. It just wasn't a good first chapter. Yeah, I don't know. So now I need to write a lot more, which is very sad, but good, but sad. It's just sad because I want to finish. So right now we're at 23,775 words. Yeah, so we're breaking the 23,000 mark today. We're gonna get to 24. We need to get to 25, 26, what is it? Something along those lines. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do something. We're gonna get somewhere today. We're gonna feel accomplished and good at the end of today. It's starting to get high if I don't complete these full days of like what the planner says I should have. I think it's at like 3,000 today because I didn't write yesterday and because I didn't reach the goal on Wednesday. That's like the number for today. I think it was like 3,715. So that's what I'm trying to get to today. That's quite a bit. I think last time I was like, oh yeah, 3,000, no big deal. But I can write 1,500 in a day easy. It only takes me like a couple of hours typically, as long as I like know what the heck I'm doing. But then I have to have that same chunk of hours another time during the day, and I often just like run out of time because I can't just write all day. Anyways, so I'm going to have to find those chunks of time in order to finish this draft, or I'm going to have to spend the weekend really hunkered down, because usually I don't write on the weekends. This is seeming like I'm undertaking a lot. I don't know why I'm moving so slowly with this. It's like I'm just still not even past the first couple of chapters editing because I keep rewriting. That's what it is. I just keep rewriting the first couple of chapters over and over again. It's not good. So we gotta move. We gotta keep writing. We're gonna make the most of the time chunks that we have is what we're gonna do. So I have probably another half an hour to an hour that I can work on it right now, and then I'm gonna have to stop. So we're gonna set a timer for that, and we're gonna really power through, and we're gonna get this chapter done. Chapter 1 needs to be done, knocked off the list, and we need to move on to chapter 2, which is 90% done. We just have to finish it, and then we gotta keep going. Ugh. I'm getting a little panicky stressed. I'm gonna get some music. We're gonna jam. Yeah. All right, I'm freezing. I'm gonna put some pants on. I'm wearing shorts and it's way too cold in here for that. And we're gonna get going. We got this. So next time I check in, we're going to have passed the 23,000 mark. We're gonna be in 24,000. And we're going to have finished chapter 1. Let's do it. We got this.